The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble. Watch the Fantastic Forum, premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is a riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
What's up indeed, Jay? What's up indeed? Next, he is our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He is our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
Gonna hold a moment of silence for our fallen lanterns.
Did you put a black band on the sign?
Yes. I would have put one over my shirt, but my gut's too big and the belt wasn't cinching quite right.
Oh, goodness. I can't wait till we get to the end of the season so we can talk about lanterns again.
Oh, God.
So Oz can watch every episode twice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, first of all, look, we got this guy, this disembodied voice that probably only we can hear, but you know, Moses doesn't need people to listen for him to talk. Everyone knows that about Moses.
Nah,
Hey,
I just caught in like on some lanterns talk, but I didn't hear what was being said. So I'm like, man, but in the end, it's like, why do we need to watch more of that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler and resident strongman, Moses Mack. Now he's quiet.
I mean, I was waiting for applause or something, but yeah. There you go.
Is that what you wanted? There you go, friend.
Thank you.
My name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. Yeah, we got a great show for you today. We are going to be talking to you all about X-Men 97 Season 2, and we're going to be talking to you all about My Adventures with Superman Season 3. So we got both of those, and of course, whatever else it is that you all want to talk about, and we'll tell you how it is you can let us know what you want to talk about and how you can get down with Fantastic Forum in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, this show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope all is well with you, good sir. And with that said, if you want to get down with Fantastic Forum, we do have a few different ways for you to do it. You can always go ahead to fantasticforum.live, hit the call-in button, and you will be the 5th member of Fantastic Forum. So yeah, you can go ahead, make that happen. But if you're like, I don't know if I want to be that involved, you can always just jump into chat, whether that be through YouTube, whether that be through Twitch. We'll take your comments directly out of chat and bring them into the show. And you can be part of Fantastic Forum in that way. So feel free. But yeah, the show, it's interactive. If you want to be a part, you're more than welcome. Gentlemen, it's good to see you all.
Is it?
It is. It's like, listen, it's an inferno in LA. Okay, it's not that hot, but in comparison to places where it gets really hot, but for LA, it's really hot. And, I chose to
I don't like Oz's shirt.
wait, I'm saying I chose to be born here not to deal with this.
Wait, what's wrong with my shirt?
You're reminding me of that shitty show.
Oh, yeah, that's what that sash is for.
The black sash. Your morning.
Listen, now, well, look, does the Green Lantern symbol in lanterns even look like that symbol?
I don't know, but it ruined it for me.
Well, listen, we need to be. Listen, Oz, I don't think you understand how thin that thing looks. Like it's like listen.
I mean, but
no
you
one-
see it, right?
just barely, Oz. Just barely.
That's a credit to your lighting.
Look, you're not flattering yourself with that black band.
I read an article where Grant Morrison said that he there's nothing in the Hal Jordan I ever recognized in any of the comic books I've ever read or written.
Oh no! Look, this how Jordan tried to activate a metal detector with a plastic part.
I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means. Please keep that to yourself. Yeah.
I mean,
We don't talk about those things here, like just like politics. We leave that out of here.
Oh yeah, right. I know.
It's too polarizing.
It's too polarizing. Is there not anything redeeming about the show to you all?
Not to me.
No.
No.
You realize that old man was supposed to be Atrocitus, right?
When did that man come out?
Wait, when you say the old man, are you talking about the
The
cowboy?
the one that interrogated Jon Stewart. I don't know if you saw the recent episode.
No, yeah, I saw the last. Wait, no, that's supposed to be Atrocitus?
Yeah, it's talking about the annihilation of Sector 666.
I am so glad I didn't watch that episode.
Oh, you would be so mad, Mo.
Yeah.
They explained this awesome scene of the destruction of a whole sector and the suffering of the people, and you see none of it.
Yeah, it's like I'm watching you know what? I'm like it's like watching Broadway's version of like Waiting for Godot or some shit. They just describe everything to you. I want to see a Broadway play of fucking Green Lantern, of Lantern Corps lore. Like, yeah, that's exactly what I want from an HBO fucking show. Yeah, I'm not watching this shit ever.
Instead of showing you that awesome scene, you see Jon Stewart's O face.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I mean, I thought I saw it with the Indian chick that I guess she's supposed to be she's supposed to be Parallax or something. That's why she's Indian and not white.
I
Wait,
think she's
what?
supposed to be the Manhunter. That
Oh,
they're
okay.
looking for.
Well, clearly she hunted that man.
She got him.
She's a headhunter.
Got him.
If you know what I mean.
Got him.
She got him. She didn't even try that hard.
Yeah. She didn't need to. He has no will. He can't even have his own ring. He's a weak man.
Oh, Lord.
Try that shit on Batman, will you?
Joe, any redeeming qualities?
Joe didn't watch that show. He don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I watched it. Like, I'm slowly but surely getting into it.
Oh, really? You watched episode 2 and you liked it more?
No.
A little more.
You just didn't
Right.
dislike it any. Oh, okay, a little more. Okay.
That alien penis got him.
Like, I don't get the bird.
There was a penis in that episode.
There
of
was a
Haley.
penis. You're right.
Okay,
It is
now
amazing.
now I want to see it.
He wants all the penis. That's
You
an
didn't
inside
let-
joke.
You didn't let me get my soundboard. I could have just played that.
But
That show ruined my band's launch party. I was so
So-
disappointed.
Jay, like you're enjoying it more watching one more episode.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
Like,
Like-
there's still some weird stuff, but
you're just okay
I don't
with
know. Yeah.
it. Okay,
Like, I'm gonna keep watching it. Like,
he wore the suit in the second episode, Hal Jordan, and it didn't look terrible like he did in that report. Now it didn't look good.
yeah,
It didn't
see,
look
yeah.
terrible.
Like I more and more, I'm more Ryan Reynolds. Like the green screen suit.
No.
Like the suit is a construct. Like
No, but no.
Yeah.
Listen, like the Ryan Reynolds joint, like the Ryan Reynolds joint is more Green Lantern like.
I never
But it's-
thought he'd
it's
be
a
my
terrible
favorite
movie.
live action Hal Jordan.
Well, listen, it's a terrible movie though.
Yeah, but this is a terrible show.
It's not a terrible show. It's just a bad Green Lantern show. That's two different things. I
Yeah,
think
we're not gonna have that conversation again. We had that last week, and we're not gonna do it. Like I'm still mad. Like you guys said, I said something and it wasn't, and then I went back and heard like, yeah, I didn't say that. I don't know where you guys got it.
What did you?
Man.
What did we?
It doesn't matter. We're not doing that today.
Oh.
X-Men 97.
Listen, okay. Look, you gotta love it. But I was like, let me bring this up. No, we're not talking about that. Okay, hey, okay.
Well, I want
Fair.
the listeners to go back and give us extra listens. See what I'm talking about.
Look, go listen. Look, vindicate Mo. Hashtag Mo's vindication. There it is.
Call me the Vindicator.
Okay. All right. So
Weapon Omega.
you know what? I'm ashamed at how much I like that. Weapon Omega. It's not good, but I like it anyway. Like it feels like it fits. Like I might call you that every now and then.
Omega Flight is my team if you're lucky enough to get in
see,
there.
See, you took it too far. Omega Flight. No, see, you should have stepped with Weapon Omega. Weapon Omega fits you. Like you can't call your fans.
Yeah, but I'm not Wild Child, or yeah, I
Omega
can't be.
Flight.
Yeah.
Let's which member of Alpha Flight is most like Joe?
Don't say it.
I am not that familiar with Alpha Flight.
That's fair. That's
Thank
fair.
you, Jay.
Look,
That's how you know
hey,
he loves me.
Listen,
Yeah.
Jay does love you. Yeah. Jay also happens to not be familiar with Alpha Flight. if he was, he definitely would have said Puck. He definitely would have said it. He would have said it. Oz, you're not familiar with Alpha Flight either, are you?
No.
Yeah, Alpha Flight's kind of a deep cut. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like you've seen them, like they were on the X-Men, the original X-Men animated series, right?
Yeah, but they didn't show you who they were like as people.
They don't make an impact, right? Yeah, they don't make an impact. Like you have to like.
It's literally like a flashback scene. Like you get more of it from like issue 7 of X-Men the animated series comic book.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Like you need to be reading like X-Men comics in a real way, like in the 90s, not even like generally. Like you got to read them in the 90s, or you got to be like a big Wolverine fan and like read Wolverine comics in the 90s as well, right? Because I feel like, I mean, Alpha Flight shows up periodically, but I feel like Alpha Flight's presence hasn't been really a thing in the 2000s or the.
No, what they changed them out.
Yeah.
They changed the team out altogether from what it was, and then it became the whole other thing like Omega Flight, and
yeah, Omega. I was like, it's so
Wait,
funny.
Alpha Flight or Omega Flight? What are we talking about?
Alpha Flight. That was the initial joke first, and then that's why when Jay's like, which member of Alpha Flight? When you asked Jay, I was like, it's like
Just visually, maybe Sasquatch.
Yeah, well, I'm halfway between Sasquatch and Puck, which that's just Wolverine.
It is Wolverine, 100%.
Yeah. So I'm like, if you really love me, that's what you would have said, But it's okay.
If I really loved you, I would have said Snowbird.
When Oz looks at you, that's what he sees is Snowbird.
That's why
I'm not mad at that.
That's why.
I'm not mad at that.
Holy crap, that is
blushing.
little Wolverine.
Mo's blushing. So
like
anyway.
or Troll from like Youngblood.
Troll from Youngblood is Puck.
And Wolverine. His hair is Wolverine.
Okay, sure. Sure. His hair is Wolverine, but he's Puck.
Yeah.
He's Puck. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I could be worse.
You 100. Listen, Puck is great.
Yeah.
Like Puck doesn't get the props he deserves. Like, and the wild part is
like they literally do like a fastball special with him too, but it's different because it's a Puck, and it's like, and he's better at it than Wolverine in the sense because it's all blunt force.
So Puck will get tossed and turn into a ball.
Yeah,
it's like getting beamed with a tennis ball. Like Jesus Christ.
Well, a cannonball,
and then that tennis ball will unfold and whip your ass. Could you imagine? Like, dude, crazy. It's
And he's
amazing.
got a
It's
cool
amazing.
attitude too. Like,
He's so cool. Like, and look, it's really interesting because I don't know that I've ever actually talked comics with an actual Canadian,
yeah.
but I wonder if Canadians like Alpha Flight or if they're just like, those are token like Canadian heroes because it was created by Americans, if I'm not mistaken, right? So I wonder if like I don't even know if Canada has their own like comic book heroes that are created by Canadians. I don't know anything about that. If
I
that's a thing.
mean, Wolverine is the one. Well, it's not, but I mean that's what Sweet
Yeah,
Tooth is essentially. You know,
Is Sweet Tooth Canadian?
yeah. Jeff Lemire's Canadian.
Really? But
Yeah.
is Sweet Tooth Canadian?
Well, I think the initial where they find the boat of the original genes is in the northern pass, like where when the permafrost like was starting to
Wow.
like give way. Yeah,
It's so
it's like
interesting.
Manitoba or something like that. Yeah.
It's so, like been a fan of Jeff Lemire for years. Had no idea Jeff Lemire was Canadian.
You're not a
And it's
fan
so-
of people like you think you are. Like you like people, but you're not a fan. Like I know you love like Stephanie Phillips, but you're not a fan of Stephanie Phillips
Why am I not a fan of Stephanie Phillips?
because you never read A Man Among Ye.
Okay. Look, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I
Yeah,
can't
so you're not a
appreciate-
fan.
Okay, so do I need to know everything there is to know about Jeff Lemire to be a fan of his?
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you if you call yourself a fan. I'm just like, oh yeah, I
There
know
it
who he is. I love all his work. I'm like, oh, I'm such a huge fan. No. Like I read some of his work, and
Moses is like,
I
what's
read
his shoe size
everything.
though?
Yeah, I read everything,
his-
but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm a fan.
You ain't never bought Jeff Lemire's shoes? You ain't no real
Yeah.
fan. I haven't bought Jeff Lemire's shoes. But the point I was gonna make was
Like
more
he
so
signed a
about
piece of his trash for me last Comic-Con.
a piece of his trash. What's that?
Yeah, I
mean?
found it when he was staying in his hotel, and then I took it to him. Like, hey, remember this Kit Kat? He signed it for me.
You go crazy.
He did a doodle on it too, cause Sweet Tooth, so he did the little Sweet Tooth.
Listen, I'm the only one that thought that was funny. Damn, y'all are a tough crowd, man.
Fuck 'em.
Friggin' Oz, friggin' Jay. That was clever.
Unsophisticated
Jay's like,
swine.
Listen,
Pearls to swine, as Jesus
the
said.
point, as Jesus said, there it is. Like, I was gonna say, it's interesting that I feel like Canadians are kind of like the stealth nationality when it comes to like I just feel like when people are from other places, and it's not to say that, and don't get me wrong, some Canadians but there are a lot of Canadians you don't. They just like, and not only do you not know, but it doesn't feel like they don't necessarily do anything to like make sure you know.
I mean,
and
what
that's
are they gonna do?
okay.
Make tacos or something? Like there's very little Canadians could do to let you know they're Canadian.
I mean, they could just say it.
Yeah, but nobody's asking, so why would they say it? Like, there's no reason to be like, "Hey, I'm here from Canada."
Well,
Hey,
look, let's put it like this. I thought Jeff Lemire was American. And I get it that I made that assumption and that was wrong.
yeah, you're a racist.
But no, that's not racist. That's
or
just
well,
I didn't have any indication, like there's nothing that separates, I guess, Jeff Lemire from what your average person would think of as a typical American outside of him being polite, right? But some Americans are polite too.
well, at Comic Cons they have to be polite because it's your fan base. So, but that again, that's a
Listen,
look.
What we know is that's not true.
Them being polite is a disgusting stereotype about Canadians. Because it is,
Why is that disgusting?
it is not true.
Have you met a lot of cantankerous Canadians?
I was in Canada for 7 days. You load your groceries. They don't wait for you to close your trunk before they get out of the parallel parking spot, and they could run over your foot and not give a fuck. So they're not impolite.
I don't even know what
but
you're
they're not
talking about right now.
considerate.
Wait,
no,
what
that
happened?
happened. That happened to me in Canada. We were at the supermarket,
Uh-huh.
and we double parked in front of the supermarket. There was somebody behind me. We're putting in the groceries in the trunk, and we're standing, in between the two bumpers. And they don't say, "Hey, I'm leaving" or whatever, or wait till we move around the car. They just go. They almost ran over
Wait,
my
did you
foot.
double park or did you parallel park?
No, parallel park. Is the car behind
Okay.
me parallel parked on the meter?
Okay.
And like they don't wait for you to like be away from the proximity of the car and then just go, and they don't let you know that they're going, especially with electric cars that make no noise. They just go. And then but even like walking in the sidewalk in that same exact area, they'll bump into you but not say excuse me,
In the cars or
no,
or as
in the
people?
sidewalk walking. Like they're not like, "Hey
Okay.
man, you stepped on my sneakers, man." They don't do that shit. But they're not like, "Hey, excuse me, sorry about that," Like they just bump into you and just keep walking. So they're not unpolite, but they're not extra polite either. They're just inconsiderate, and that's okay.
They're just inconsiderate.
But as a dude from where I grew up in LA, and doing business Long Beach, like I deal with different people. I'm like, dude, like this is mad disrespectful. Like if I was in America, it'd be a whole different story right here, bumping into me like that, But I realize I'm in somebody else's house. I got to be respectful to their rules, So, but that's
it's
what
good,
I
man.
learned that really quick. It's like they're just not considerate, and that's okay. I'm okay with that too.
Wow, that's interesting. I did
Yeah,
not know
it's
that
not
about Canada.
politeness; it's inconsiderateness. Like
Well, that's not the same thing. Like inconsiderate is.
I know they're
impolite.
not I know they're not the opposite of each other, but it's like they're not unpolite either in the sense that like, but they won't say excuse me as they pass by you. They'll just pass by you, or they'll sit on your backpack if your backpack's leaning on the seat next to you, waiting for a ferry. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's fair.
Like if you ride the blue line here, like if you sit on a big guy like me and you, Larry, like if we sit on one seat of the two-seater, if we're the big guys, we are like, no, not even the homeless man will sit next to us. You know what I mean? They'll sit and then push you in on the trolley like that. That's what they call it over there.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's cool.
Well,
I mean, if that's how you do it here, that's how you do it here. I'm down, but
We're gonna have
it's,
to explore that more. Like I did not know this about.
we're gonna have
Canada.
to go to Canada, Larry. I've been looking for an excuse.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like we should definitely do that. Like, which side do you want to go to? The east part or the west part?
So I went to the west part, Victoria.
Throw it up, Oz.
Yeah,
Represent Oz.
Vancouver,
Ain't been in the
know.
Midwest that long.
Victoria, Vancouver, British Columbia. That's my
Yeah.
experience there.
I've never been on that side.
On
I've
the
been to
other side, it's
east-
might be
the
a
other
little
side.
different, but that's
Yeah.
again French. I'm in British town and not French town. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Although I look more like Vietnamese town, but that's a whole other social study. We're not doing a social studies podcast. You know what I mean?
Word.
Regardless
Looking
of what
into-
you heard for the last 15 minutes.
I was about to say, I'm looking into chat and I see Hackzilla says Canadian tacos are probably good, maybe, and that's fair.
Their
And then I
meat is
also
delicious over there. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I would agree. I also see Rough Rider. Rough Rider's in chat saying, "Sorry, I'm late, guys," and then says, he says, "Where are we talking about? We were talking about Canada, Rough Rider." So but yeah, but I think we're done
so
with that.
I could see Puck and like Troll and Wolverine being like representative Canadians.
Well, Wolverine and Puck definitely. I don't know where Troll is from. Troll may not even be from
He's
like,
from another planet or
this
something.
dimension, right? Like Troll. I don't think Troll's an alien, but maybe Troll is. I don't remember. Like, I mean, yeah. It's really interesting because that's one of those things where it's like, so many people give props to Rob Liefeld about how creative he is. And he is creative. I don't disagree with that. At the same time, we know what inspires him. Like it's very seldom you look at a Rob Liefeld creation and you're like, I wonder where he got that from. Like, I wonder what made him decide to create that character. It's like, no, like the inspiration is definitely like, it's not obscured. However, he does create new things.
He posted something that looked really cool. I don't know if it was AI or if it's something that's actually in production, but it's a line of Youngblood toys, and they look amazing, But they look like repaints of like Marvel Legends too, so it's like
Wait, so they don't look like they're based on his art. They look
No, they look like they're based on his art, but the characters are like, oh man, I could see that being like a Hulk that they repurposed, or a Shaft, like they repurposed the Hawkeye, and then the other dude that looks like Deadpool but isn't.
Die Hard.
Die Hard, like he like in the toy. I realized, okay, that's where he looks different because instead of having the two like oval things over the eyes, he just has a stripe down that separates the mask, which is like the Deadpool logo,
Yeah. But it is like the Deadpool logo.
But yeah, so I'm like, it took me I was this years old when I saw that's the difference between Die Hard and Deadpool is that it's not. Because in comics, shit curves, especially if they're expressive with their mouth and they try to draw that in the mask. Like, it's not a straight bar, but in the toy, you could see that it's a straight bar. And I'm like, man. And like, this dude literally, like, his characters are all repaints, And if you read them, they're not. Their personalities are distinct. They ain't all that great either,
like, sure. Look, it's really interesting because it's like, dude, I mean, like, again, like I said, Liefeld creates characters and they're different, but you know exactly what the influences are obvious. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's not like it's like, because we're all like art. That's what art is, right? Art inspires other people to create new things. And, but Liefeld's kind of like, no. Like, what if we did just take like Puck and Wolverine and put them together? Troll. That's amazing. And so, and guess what? Troll is kind of cool. Like, kind of. I don't remember his origin, but, Troll's not the best character Liefeld's ever come up with. Everybody knows that. But
I mean,
actually, I won't say everybody knows because most people don't know who Troll is. But
in that toy line that I saw earlier today, there wasn't a Troll toy in there.
No, absolutely not. Nor should there be. Why would that happen?
Look, that's the only toy I would probably buy. Like,
oh, you so crazy for that. So anyway, yeah. Okay, we should get to these reviews.
Rough Rider says Vancouver in Canada is like go to where they shot most of CW and DC shows. Yeah, they also shot like Battlestar Galactica and Caprica there too.
They shoot
Supernatural. Yeah, it's the Hollywood of Canada. That's. Yeah, so and then he goes, Canada, home of Terrence and Phillip.
Listen, love Terrence and Phillip. Indeed. Okay, let's do some. We're gonna do some TV stuff. Let's do some TV reviews.
Also,
no one needs more about gel coat.
When the fourth round will...
Don't you call
does it look good already? Jumbo Scampi for limited.
It is an insane time to be a superhero fan when it comes to television. Look, you can almost watch only animated TV if you want, because and that's evidenced by today's show, because we're going to be talking to you about two animated superhero TV shows today, starting with X-Men 97 Season 2. So, of course, the first season of X-Men 97, highly praised, like lauded by just about everybody. And season 2, people were concerned because of all the controversy around the firing of the showrunner Bo DeMaio, and people are like, what's going to happen with season 2? We knew that he had done he definitely had did a fair amount of work on season 2 already, and some of it they used, some of it they did not. But with that said, how do you all feel about season 2 of X-Men 97 versus season 1, just general overview. I'm gonna start with you, Oz. How did you feel about season 2 versus season 1? Did you like season 2? Did you like it better than season 1 or no?
I didn't watch it.
Damn it! Are you serious? You didn't watch any of X-Men 97?
Did we talk about it before? Because I might have seen like a episode if we talked about it when it came out.
But you didn't watch any of X-Men 97 season 2, Oz? Why not?
Well, maybe like the first episode, but I already forgot what happened.
Okay, but after that, what made you not go back?
Just time. I gotta watch Lanterns.
You don't need to watch Lanterns.
Listen.
Like,
Why
literally,
in the world would you watch Lanterns over X-Men?
Well, and
97
then My
season
Adventures
2.
with Superman. Been watching that, and Stewart
Right.
fails to save the universe. I gotta watch the intro of that too. Like I can't just skip. So that cuts into my time by so much.
dude,
I don't
that is
even
so
know what
good.
that-
And then you have to watch
You
it
know
twice
what it
because you
is.
gotta
I
you
told-
gotta
yeah.
read it.
No. Hey. I know what it is.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say
I'm
is
mad at
don't
you
even-
already.
What I'm trying to say is I don't know what that means because I haven't seen the show yet. So I haven't
Well,
seen
you
the
piece
intro.
of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Why am I a piece of shit?
How
for not
dare you
watching
not watch
something
the show we're not
that's
talking
not
about
on,
today?
That's not that we're not talking about today. But Oz is watching joint.
Well, I told you to watch it so that it could get renewed for a second season because I want it to be renewed for a second season. And I
And
told you
it-
that
it-
like 3 weeks ago. So you had 3 weeks to catch up so that I can have a second season.
I had to watch what we're doing for the show. Unlike Oz.
X-Men 97 is getting the third season, so they're good.
It has all the time in the world to watch it.
I'm gonna get to it because I remember I definitely liked season 1, and I kind of remember liking the first.
I don't think he
episode of
liked the
season
season
2.
one.
No, I did. I remember it.
No, you don't. No, you did like
I
it.
didn't
Like,
even realize that Oz loved DC this much that he's like, I have to like sabotage Marvel despite
well,
the fact.
DC fans are like battered women. Like they keep coming back for more. They give them shit and they take it more. And they're like, "Thank you, Daddy. Give me more."
Leave me alone.
You
I'm in
know?
mourning.
That's what he's gonna say when James Gunn's gonna ram that gun up your ass. Gonna shoot it. He's gonna unload. Pa 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 pa. Here's the gun,
like,
baby.
this
Yeah, that's what you
shows
get.
that you coulda-
Fucking
and I'm not saying you
pussy.
had to watch the whole season because I get how it goes. Like, you know, like
I
we're all
mean, we had
busy
3 weeks
adults.
to catch up, at least for one season. I didn't tell anybody to watch the beginning to the end. My Adventures with Superman. You know.
Right. But I'm talking about X-Men 97. I'm just surprised.
Yeah,
But okay,
look,
hey.
what one episode? That second episode of Lanterns, like he could have watched like 4 episodes of fucking X-Men '97.
I don't know if that's true, but okay.
But the reality is like Lanterns is a waste of fucking time.
I don't know that I feel that
compared
way,
to
but I
X-Men
hear.
'97, like I feel
No,
last week's episode was a
I
waste
agree.
of time. We should have talked about X-Men '97 last week, like how we planned. Instead, we talked to Lanterns, and then he knew that from that week episode. You know, that last week's episode. Sorry, not that week episode. Sorry, this is a Freudian slide. Yeah, but
A Freudian slide.
But it's like literally like it's like he hated it, and he still watched the second episode. He didn't watch
Well,
that fucking.
In fairness to Oz, that's in line with what it does with the comics. Right? Oz will read that comic for a long time. So, I know he has a pile of stuff in the box that's not
I don't know if it's you or me, but I can't hear.
Oh,
you.
it's him. Good. I thought it was
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I'm checking my connection. Like,
Yeah, something happened to you, and then the moment you started talking, it just we couldn't hear you. I don't know. Say something.
Can you hear me now or no?
Okay, now we can. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Oh.
you're probably saying something stupid in the universe, like trying to protect you from yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
What I was saying was
No, don't say it again. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I don't want no more technical difficulties.
I was gonna say, in fairness to Oz, look at this fool. in fairness to Oz,
it's a
this fool
USB battery.
I love him so much. I love him. What I was gonna say is, Oz reads a lot of bad comics that are Green Lantern books too, and then there's even some he buys that he doesn't read and has no plans on reading because he's
there's-
a Green Lantern fan like that.
But
which is weird.
there's only so much he could take. His emotional battery can't give more.
His will, he's lost all will to read.
Well, if he had will, he could be like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna watch X-Men '97." So he's a plaid lantern.
Yeah. Look, there it is. Please, Jay, put this comment on screen from Hexzilla, because that's no. Oh well, we can do Rough Riders too. Oh, okay, dang. We'll get back to you, Rough Rider. We promise. Jay, this Hexzilla comic says, hated that, still watched, refuses to read Absolute.
Yeah.
And that was real. Where it's like, dude, like, it's weird that like you watched the Lantern show
And not X-Men '97. Yeah.
right, but here's the thing though, where it's like you'll buy these, like I think you're buying Absolute Green Lantern because you didn't take it off your pull list, right?
Yeah.
But you're not reading.
I haven't read like the last
Absolute
4 or
Green
5
Lantern.
issues.
This one's, but you're not reading Absolute Green Lantern,
No.
and which is like, and here's the thing, and again, this might be, and I like Green Lantern.
I'm
as a
supporting my
character.
local comic book shop.
I like Green Lantern as a character. So I'm not gonna mess around. Like, I'm not the person that's gonna say to you, "Oh, Lanterns is a show that if you're a Green Lantern fan, you gotta watch Lanterns because it's made for Green Lantern fans." I'm not gonna say that because I like Green Lantern as a character, and I respect the people that like Green Lantern as well. And it's like, no,
You care
like,
about the fans too.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And the same thing with Absolute Green Lantern, where it's like, I like when Oz was like, I'm not reading that book because, as a Lantern fan, as a Green Lantern fan, I'm like, it doesn't resonate with me. I could totally see that. Now, again, I feel the same way I feel about Lanterns, the TV shows, the same way I feel about Absolute Green Lantern, in the sense that Absolute Green Lantern is not a Green Lantern book. But it's not a bad comic. It's actually a really good comic. It's just not Green Lantern. And it's unfortunate because, especially for, I feel like for me, when I'm talking about these Absolute books, I'm like, I feel like despite the changes, Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, all have the essence of the character in those books. Absolute Green Lantern, not as much. Even though it's a great book, it's just very different. And so, if you read it and you, as a Green Lantern fan, you're like, hey, this is not what I came for, I get it.
That's how I felt about
But-
Superman. Like
Yeah,
Absolute
I
Superman.
remember
like,
you saying
and
that.
it's like
Even
it's just
though,
too
like,
different. Like it's not what I
Yeah.
like about in my Superman books.
But I think you're wrong about the essence, but
No.
I respect it.
But yeah,
I'll
but
tell
either
you
way, look, either way, I'm watching what I gotta watch instead of going back to the thing I didn't like to begin
Yeah.
with. You know?
Which is
Lawrence,
the whole
I'm
point
gonna,
we're making.
I'm gonna walk into my comic book shop and I'm gonna tell them, Lawrence told me I have to not give you money now.
Yeah, tell him
No,
that.
I've never said that.
And I'm
Look,
gonna take
I-
a picture of you so they know what you look like.
In fact, tell him I say suck my dick.
Wow.
They don't care about you.
To the comic book store owner?
Oh, I thought he was talking about his pastor.
Wait,
Why
what?
would I get books from my pastor?
I don't know.
Does
You're on
Oz
some
have a
bullshit.
pastor?
Like I don't know. Yeah,
I don't go to church.
I go to church.
yeah. He goes to church.
In fact,
I mean, you saw a big old cross during Comic Con. Like you're safe here, motherfucker. What the fuck you got? Yeah. I was just like I made fun of him when I was drunk. I'm like, this motherfucker still got a cross on him. Like that Green Lantern ring works more than that cross.
I just don't talk about it with you guys because I know Mo don't want to hear that shit. Jay don't want to hear that shit, and Lawrence don't understand that shit. So
I don't understand.
Jay loves hearing
Christianity?
about that shit.
you don't understand it.
I
Lawrence.
love it from the liberal perspective.
He loves that you love it, but yeah, and he wouldn't call it shit out of respect for you. He's got more respect than you do because you called it shit yourself.
Wait, what?
You were there, Larry.
Why would Oz not talk to me about church?
Because you're wrong about everything.
What
And
is
you
it?
never
I
explained
don't-
it right.
Yeah, that might be it. You might be correct. You're just not explaining it right. So it sounds like you're wrong.
Oh, about Jesus? like, I'm
Like even
explaining Jesus wrong?
even the authorities don't explain it right. Like he's the first superhero. Like everybody's like, oh, they're reading Superman. No, they should be reading Jesus. Yeah,
I
he's
feel like we're getting off
Resurrection
topic
Man.
here.
He's
So-
Resurrection Man.
Jay, how did you feel about X-Men 97 season 2 in general, and how did you feel about it in relation to season 1? Which one did you like more?
Honestly, I like them about the same. Like, I
Okay.
really like this season, but what I like for all the stuff that I thought they didn't do well, they did other things that I thought were really interesting.
I
Like
love that, Jay.
having a whole X Factor episode,
Right.
which was like, that's tight as shit.
Got it. Okay. Listen. That's a great take, Jay. We're gonna come back to what they did wrong and what they did right for you. So you liked them the same, and it basically boiled down to some things they did wrong, some things they did right for season 2. Got it. Moses, what about you, buddy? How'd you feel about X-Men 97 season 2 in relation to season 1, and how'd you like the season in general?
I like season 2 better, but I felt they took a little more risks. I don't know it was that risky to do these risks, because they kind of did that in the first season too, but it was season 1 was Beau DeMayo's season, and I don't like how he went out, and this, I don't know what part of his was and wasn't his. I
Right.
heard something online like it should have ended with like an onslaught thing, and that never happened. So sorry, not Joe DeMayo. Crazy Joe DeMayo. No, Beau DeMayo. If you're out there, like, I want to talk to you. I want to sit down and see, like, I want you to narrate, like, why Disney's X-Men 97 season 2 sucks. Because it is, apparently there's a lot of stuff that was left out that he worked on up until, like, maybe, like, 2/3 of the season, and they were storyboarded, so it should have been done, and they chose not to do, but beyond that,
look, I'm right here with you. Where I would love to interview Beau DeMayo.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, and I know I know he likes the dudes, or I guess I think that's why he got fired. Well, I'm a dude, so he could talk to me as a dude to dude about it. I mean, apparently that's why he got fired.
I don't know
right?
what you're saying, but
I think that's why he got fired. Like, he couldn't,
Hey,
So
that's fair.
So it's like, hey, here we don't have an HR department. We, Herbert Rothstein got fired, so that's why notice we don't have an intern anymore. So
Yeah, Lawrence
Right.
killed any
Yeah,
chance of
yeah.
an HR department for us.
well, Herbert,
that mean? What did I do?
Herbert left. Like, we like,
Herbert Ross.
yeah, the HR department. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, Rothschild. But yeah. But yeah, no, this season was great. I really loved it. And even, I mean, I really am interested in seeing Beau DeMayo's take on it, but I really liked how this season went. Like how Joe said, like the little the side episodes and everything. And it's like, I'm like, I actually got nostalgic for the 90s. Weren't these cartoons like 24 episodes?
There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
9,
like,
10 episodes.
Yeah. And it's like, and this is one, notice, even Larry, when I talk to you in person, and we've all hung out talking about these, and we talk about it.
yeah.
So I've never once complained about going back to the TV and watching the episode. Like, I've been excited to. I've never complained where I usually complain about, like, I want everything. Just, I want to binge it, And this one is so good that, like, yeah, I want to binge it, but I'm going to still watch it. Like,
You let it cook.
my best friend, since I've known since I was 12, Lloyd, asked me if I've seen the Ninth Jedi. and I didn't have the balls to reply and say no because it's like it's still coming out a little. That's a little. I don't even know if it's if they released it all. I don't even want to worry about it. So it's like I'm gonna give it like 3 weeks before I even start it because, like, I if I'm gonna watch it, I want to watch the whole thing. Yeah,
They
I think
released
it all
at
released
once.
Yeah, they
but
did release it all at
But
once.
who told me that?
Joe?
Right now, right?
I think you
Nobody's
mentioned
ever.
it before.
Nobody told me that. So
But-
yeah. So
but-
I haven't
but-
watched it at all. But
Yeah.
all this to say that, like, even where I do want things to be binged, given to me, just shove it in my face like Bo DeMille did to the guy on Twitter and got him fired.
See? Allegedly, like, come on.
Hey, I don't know what he did. Like nobody's saying
So
what
don't
he
say
did.
it.
Well, I'm imagining, like, as a dude,
Yeah.
I'm imagining what he could have done.
See? And that's why you don't get the Bo DeMille interview.
Well,
right there.
he could clarify it to me and say, "No, you dirty bastard, I don't do like
He can
I'm
come
a
out
pervert,
here and,
but
and
I'm not
dispel
you piece
the
of
dirty
shit."
rumors that I'm putting out.
Like he could literally tell me like I'm not like your imagination's a piece of shit. I'm not that person, and this is why Disney fired me. Yeah. So, but that's beside the point. But calling Bo DeMille out, let's do an interview. You gonna be at Long Beach Comic Con next weekend? But my hotel room is
Whoa, see?
Hey, I'll do whatever it gets to get the scoop.
Thanks, Mo.
Yeah,
we
you'll
appreciate
get the
you.
scoop.
Yeah.
Mo doing what he has to do. So
For the good
I
of the
did-
show.
He's gonna get that DeMayo all over.
Wow.
Capital
come on,
D
man.
Mayo. D Moyo.
or-
It's gonna be D
or-
Moyo, right?
Or we could not, is what I'm saying. It's like it's just that simple. We could just be like, no thanks.
Now
Rough
when we get rejected for the interview, like we could use this as an excuse. He didn't like what we said on the air.
Rough Rider did say I did want like a 3 to 4 parter Age of Apocalypse that I just didn't get, and that's fair. Like I'm not mad at that. Like I mean, listen, like I'm not even like I don't know how much people that watch Fantastic Four know how much I personally am a fan of Age of Apocalypse.
They would know if you explained it right.
Oh, I did see the first episode where Apocalypse ran like a little bitch.
Dude, like, that's why you gotta watch, because he ran like a little bitch because Xavier was on his ass like, no, you gotta be good.
I don't like the way you said that.
Neither did Xavier. That's why he failed.
Yeah, but you know.
His dream failed.
I will say this. I felt like season 1 of X-Men 97 was stronger than season 2. But season 2 was really good too. So
Would
it's
you
like-
say that season 2 was more fun than season 1?
No.
Okay.
I think in every way I appreciated season 1 more than 2. Now, season 2 wasn't a bad season by any means. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm just saying, like, if I'm actually like saying, okay, which one did I like more? I liked 1 more than 2. However, 2 was great.
That's interesting because I heard they used DeMayo's outline for the season, but without him there, like actually, dick whipping people around and do things the right way, it lowered the quality a little bit.
I'm just gonna object to the term of dick whipping. I don't like that.
Whatever
And I
however
feel-
you prefer it, you
Well,
gotta swing
guidance?
it around.
How about guidance? Like, let's just go with guidance.
Point it in the right direction.
No, see, no, it doesn't have to listen. I don't like
Look,
any of these innuendos.
He
It's
has
not right.
to. It's like a shepherd with the sheep. He's got to, use the staff.
Or
And it's got that curve.
we could just say they let him go.
And it's big and purple.
And his guidance wasn't there. And that's the thing where I'm like, like, don't get me wrong, like it wasn't bad by any means. And here's the thing, like, you all know how big of an X-Men fan I am. And Gambit, what was that? Oh,
Some
your freaking
Asmos
phone.
ghost.
Jesus Christ, I hate it so much.
I thought there was a murder going on somewhere out there.
I was like, what is
It's
that?
at the other side of the room.
No, turn your ringer off.
Baby King Groove. I thought it
man.
was off. I didn't have it near me. Like,
And I know that you don't normally leave your ringer on,
yeah,
but
who called me?
when you turn it off, or when you don't turn it off, here's where we are. Like it's so. I was like, "What is that?"
I
was
thought
like, "Oh my
I
God."
thought Bo DeMayo was calling in.
But no. So what I'm saying is, you all know how big of a X-Men fan I am generally, and one of the like Gambit, Horseman of Death, is like one of these things where I'm like, from an X-Men fan, from a comic,
Yeah.
like a X-Men comic fan, I'm just like, that joint should never have happened. Like it's not. It's like one of these things where it's like, it's just not. It's not good
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, that
Gambit,
was a little,
Horseman of Death in X-Men '97. I was like, if this is what it was like,
But like, how'd you feel about their Hellfire Gala? Like,
I mean,
because that's still like that's similar when it's like, okay, it's something that we've seen. You know, I mean, well, I can't compare it to Gambit in the sense that like that's I can see it different, but they did that in season 1, and it's like it's still just like a watered down like concept of Hellfire Gala. You know?
yeah, but here's the thing, like, here's what I'll say is Gambit, Horseman of Death to me is a thing where I'm like, that's not a good thing, and if you ask me, do I want it? I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Hellfire Gala is something that's like cool and interesting and has the potential to be cool and interesting in the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you ask me, do I want that? I might be like, maybe.
I think
And for Hellfire Gala, like, you know, it's fine. The representation that like it kind of gets or whatever. Like Gambit Horseman of Death, they actually made an interesting thing inside of this show, which is crazy because it's kind of bad to me, at least in the comics. I'm not a fan of that in the comics. Read that out, Jay.
Rough Rider asked, do y'all think next season we're going to get Krakoa?
Let Larry answer that.
I listen. I mean, there's definitely like some things they kind of put out there where it's like they kind of allude to it a little bit, but I don't know, and I don't even know if they should.
I feel like it's too early for that, but I don't know what happened this season. So
Well, here's the thing. This is the only way they can like get people that are subscribed to Disney Plus to get caught up on X-Men too, because
you're hilarious.
Well, I told
their
Larry, I'm
comics
like,
their comics are informing the show. They're like, hey man, like we need you to do this so people buy these comics.
no. To like when X-Men comes out and they start doing the stuff in the movies, it doesn't seem too strange. The ideas, you know.
Oh, you think the X-Men, like the Marvel X-Men movies, are gonna be?
I don't know
like
what the
those
fuck they're
ideas?
gonna do. All I know is that this whole season, like we were at Comic-Con, I'm like, Larry, man, you think they're gonna do this? And like, nah. And then the next episode they did it. And then you watched that episode and then you told me, nah. And then like you need to watch the next episode. I know, but you said you need to watch the episode, and I'm like,
That's what I did tell you, right?
But yeah,
like,
but you know, with like 16 shot of whiskey in me, I'm like, all I hear is Larry saying, nah, because you know you explained it right, you know.
I did.
But and then it
not
was
only did
exactly
I explain it
like
right, but I let Mo say what he had to say, and I left it be because Mo basically had a whole conversation with me about how they should have danger in, like if they were good, if they were smart, they would mess around and have danger in the show, but they're not gonna do that, and I just left it be. I had already known that danger was in the show, but Mo hadn't seen that
you
yet.
explained it right. You explained it wrong to me. You know?
I didn't explain anything. I was like, hey, all I told you was like, you're right.
You let me sound stupid in front of Charlie Benante from Anthrax.
Wait, I don't think that's where we had that conversation. But let's say it was. Charlie's not watching X-Men '97. Not because
he is. Yeah.
You think so? Is that
Look, They literally like
Charlie
they
should
put,
come on the show to talk to us
they-
about his
so,
X-Men
like-
97
like-
watching habits.
Anthrax
They
did a
lit-
Judge Dredd song, didn't they?
They did not only in the single when they released a single when it came out, they timed it so when the single comes out, when you read the liner notes, it's the next comics you should buy the next week after the single came out. So they're into this shit.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
so,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
So,
But yeah, but listen, I didn't want to spoil it for you because I'm not you.
yeah, you should have spoiled it for me. I felt
I
so
shouldn't.
stupid after like
You
Larry
didn't feel
just
stupid.
let me sound stupid at Comic-Con.
I didn't let you sound stupid.
You
I
let me
let
sound like
you-
a fucking
I let-
moron.
No, listen, I let you.
I
look,
realize
you-
that's why you like this show because you just let me rant around like a fucking idiot.
I let you put that idea out there, and then you got to watch what you said actually happened, and you're like, man, I could write X-Men 97.
I can't write X-Men.
You could, because you did. What you told me
Exactly.
should happen is exactly what happened.
Yeah, but he was still wearing pants when he told you, right?
I mean, in that
No,
moment, yes.
technically no.
Oh, so maybe you can work on the show.
Telling you, man, the new power couple, Bo DeMoyo.
Hey, man.
I'm
what-
gonna invite him to the Marine Ball. Like,
I'm gonna be like, listen, look, you're gonna have to be a power throuple because Emily not letting you go. I'm letting you know that right
Emily
now.
likes the show enough. She's like, yeah, for the good
and
of the
listen,
show.
listen, you better hope Emily don't like Bo DeMaio enough.
Oh,
Oh, that's fine. As long as we
yeah.
both like him, like that's cool.
Hey, there it is.
It's
Like,
like
very progressive of you.
You know, it'll be like it's like two cookies with ice cream in the middle. Like that. What's wrong with that?
Jay,
Gene Cyclops.
how do you feel about two?
It's Gene
oh,
Cyclops and Wolverine.
Yeah, I literally just read that episode, so I'm like, yeah, Mo DeMoyo.
This fool just read that episode. This Mo DeMoyo. Okay, hey,
Like he's
Listen.
getting pushed out. I'm gonna take all his credits.
but yeah, man, it yeah. So, let's come back to you, Jay.
You saw Duke
What did
though,
it-
right?
I did see Duke. I mean, listen, you know I saw Duke. And listen, I got to give X-Men 97 the credit for all, like, there's so many, like, random
They
Easter
literally
eggs.
did like that new X-Men run where you told me they weren't gonna do that.
I tell you they're not going to do that?
Yeah, you're like, I don't think they're gonna do it. And they did the costumes with X-Corps, and then later they had Chamber like just sitting in there in the
Yeah,
class.
but they didn't do the new X-Men run.
No, but they did.
They had the
like,
costumes.
Yeah, and some of the characters, you know. And then you got Dupe too, and I'm like, damn, Larry is fucking up, man. Like he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand X-Men.
He don't know
Yeah.
X-Men. He don't know
Yeah.
X-Men.
He-
Everybody
he-
knows about Larry.
Thinks he likes X-Men, but he doesn't know
He
X-Men.
think like
Yeah.
fake ass X-Men fan, just like he's a fake
Yeah.
ass Jeff Lemire fan.
And Stephanie Phillips. Yeah.
and fake ass Stephanie Phillips fan.
Like you don't
Hey,
even
listen,
call her Dr. Stephanie Phillips. Like how she really needs to be called.
Does Stephanie Phillips have a doctorate?
She has a PhD in literature or something.
Are you sure?
She complained about being on a plane and they asked if there's a doctor and they're like, she's a doctor and because of her title. It's like not that kind of doctor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, of
That's
course, because you're
awesome.
not a
That's
fan. Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. Yeah, I don't snoop into her life. I just listen to her talk about comic book
I don't
stuff.
either. It just comes up on my algorithm. Like the algorithm knows I'm a fan. Clearly, it doesn't know you're a fan.
I guess you're right. Like the
danger,
algorithm's like,
you know.
algorithm's
Yeah.
like, all he care about is comics.
Yeah.
And
right, but you're not getting anything there. You know.
Jay, let's go back to you, buddy. What is it about X-Men 97 season 2 that you were like, they're spot on, and what was it about X-Men 97 season 2 that you're like, they kind of didn't get it quite right? Tell us.
I think. Well, I wasn't a big fan of the apocalypse stuff.
Okay, you don't like none of it.
Kinda, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it wasn't like bad per se.
Okay.
Just I'm not I'm not the biggest Apocalypse fan.
Okay. And that's fair. Like, I mean, look, and I wouldn't be mad at you for that. I honestly, I feel like, and listen, I'm probably gonna upset some X-Men fans when I say this, but I feel like the most characterization we probably have ever gotten from Apocalypse has been the Krakoa era Apocalypse. But before that, Apocalypse is more so like force of nature, and that's kind of it. Like he's legit. Like, I mean, and when I say that, I'm like, he's kind of like a tornado that's like survival of the fittest, you know, where he just comes through and he's like, if you're strong enough, you live, and if you're weak, you die, and that's okay. And don't get me wrong, I like that about Apocalypse. I'm like, I don't like it's almost similar in some ways to how like Joker is like a chaos agent, right? Like Joker will come into a room or into a situation and just like, yeah, and you know,
The fire
like
starter.
you don't mess around and be like, man, Joker had this moment where I was just like, man, I didn't even realize the character was so deep. That kind of doesn't happen with Joker that often. And while for other characters we might call that a flaw, for Joker that's like that it's not a bug, it's a feature, right? And I feel like that's something you could say about Apocalypse as well to a degree. And then in the Krakoa era, they kind of flipped it up a little bit, which I appreciated. I'm like, I don't dislike it. I get that it doesn't quite fit with everything that came before. At the same time, it's like it's interesting, so I like it. So
Jay,
I feel
how
where
do
you
you
come from.
compare that to your enjoyment of Thanos in an MCU?
Now you put you on the spot, Jay. Mo
Um,
don't like you.
I love him. That's why
No,
I know he
no,
has an answer.
you don't.
Jay knows.
now how he compares to Thanos? Thanos,
In the MCU.
right in
Like
the
well,
MCU.
it's not even how he compares to him. Your enjoyment of him.
Um, I think I enjoyed Thanos a little more. Um, yeah, I.
Take your
That's
time,
a
Jay. You
tough
okay?
one.
Yeah,
It is.
because I mean Thanos is kind of like the apocalypse for like Avengers and cosmic stuff, or he's got his goofy shit. But the reality is like he's kind of one of those guys that he's not entirely unbeatable, but it takes the right circumstance to beat him, And Apocalypse is kind of like that. So what we saw in Infinity War and Endgame on MCU, like Thanos, like even people that like they love the heroes, but they're like, man, Thanos was such a good villain. I'm like, nah, you're not supposed to be like that, But the reality is, like, they made him like that. What you got in Endgame, Infinity War, and Endgame was kind of like what they did with Apocalypse here. So did you not like? I know you're not a fan of Apocalypse like that, period. But
Not a big fan.
But
Like,
but handling like giving you that because I remember it was in that one was it like Academy or one of the books where
Avengers Academy.
where you had baby Apocalypse, like the kid that regenerated into Apocalypse. And he's like, I remember Jay's like, kill him, like he's like, you don't let that guy live, like you could kill him now,
Oh, that was in X-Force.
In X-Force,
Right.
yeah. So I understand, like, as like knowing what he can be, but seeing him from a different perspective, a more empathic, look, like how you kind of saw Thanos in the movies. That's kind of what they did with Apocalypse here. So it's like, do you feel similar for Thanos in the difference, or just in general, really? You know, do you not like? Is it the way they handle it? I guess is what I'm asking.
Apocalypse and Thanos are handled almost oppositely from the MCU and this X-Men 97, where you have this kind of almost not exactly blank slate in Apocalypse, where they're trying to bend and influence.
They gave him an arc.
And,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you have like literally Magneto and Charles both trying to like
Yeah.
mold this creature into like a benevolent
Yeah.
sort of,
Yeah.
not
Stopping
God
what could
exactly,
be. Yeah, but
they're trying to mold him into a benevolent being,
yeah.
where Thanos, he's already malicious. Like there's no reasoning with him. Like he has his uh dogma, and nothing is gonna stray him from that, except like in What If.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I guess I enjoyed the he is what he is of it, and you get a little bit why, as opposed to like,
You talking about Thanos there?
yeah,
Okay.
as opposed to like the shaping of
Yeah. The what if of
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. I exerted enough energy. I love talking to Jay, but it's it's like
Yeah,
chess in my brain.
dude, it's not for the weak. I agree, and you know, it's
He's like Black Bolt, but not black because not necessarily black. You know, so like when he speaks, my brain goes.
so crazy. But yeah, man, it's really interesting because I feel like for me, like this season is like I enjoyed it. I was shocked by how much I enjoyed um, Gambit, Horseman of Death, um,
Did you
especially
like the tarot stuff, like with the cards? Like all his cards became like tarot cards.
Yeah, listen, I didn't have any problem with that personally. Um, like, especially considering, like, I feel like, you know, like,
You didn't
there's a
get the
bit of,
connection to the comics, like.
yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, I know,
Yeah.
I think, like, it definitely, like, had, like, you know, like, it made allusions to the books in that way. Um, it's just one of these things where it's like, I think my biggest thing with Gambit Horseman of Death is that it looks like I didn't like the look. I didn't like the way he decided to become the Horseman of Death or like to go with Apocalypse. And so all of it kind of just like, you know, it kind of all rubs you, at least it rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, so this fool doesn't have like great motivations. He doesn't have a great costume. He doesn't like, you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, oh, okay, well, this fool's like,
You felt like it could have been a way to like just bring him back.
I mean, but here's the thing, like, I'm not even necessarily looking for them to bring him back.
No, but you felt like that's what they thought in doing this.
You mean, oh, you mean in X-Men 97?
Yeah, the production, like him, like just a way to bring him back after his death
No.
from season 1.
No, but here's the thing. It's like, I don't have a problem with that from a story perspective. I was talking more about how it is in the comic.
Yeah, but we're not talking
And
about the comic. We're talking about the TV show.
no, but I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of. The point I'm making is I'm not a fan of Gambit Horseman of Death, period, from a comic
Yeah.
construct. So it's
Right.
like the comic idea rubs me the wrong way. So it's easy for me to be like, oh, I don't want to see that in the show. But when it happens in the show, I'm like, actually, this version of things makes more sense to me. And it's like in the comic, Gambit volunteers to become a horseman of apocalypse. And he does it for good reasons, I guess, where he's like, oh, I'm trying to I'll keep tabs on this guy from the inside, you know? But it's like, dude, it's apocalypse. Like, of all the people to be like, oh, I'm going to go and do this and it's going to work out okay. Gambit
He
is like
reshapes your soul. Like,
Right. Gambit's like the least qualified. Like, Gambit.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
at
an
that
assassin
point-
and an external. You know.
Well, he's not external, but like Gambit has a questionable entire
Yeah, he's the
His
thieves.
character
Sorry, the
is in
thieves and
right.
assassins guild.
yeah, he's a yeah, like
Yeah,
right, like
he's
he's part of
both.
the thieves guild. But Gambit definitely, like, if Gambit got paid to kill somebody, nobody would be like, what? Not Gambit, right? Nobody would feel that way.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this fool was like had a part in the mutant massacre with Sinister. Like, we knew all this at that point. And so for him to be the guy that's like, oh, I'll go in there and infiltrate, and my will's so strong that Apocalypse won't be able to turn me. It's like, why? Who feels that? Nobody feels that about Gambit.
Yeah.
Or at least I didn't. And I was like, it feels weird.
Like, I
But-
mean, it's technically like even when not to all our Christian listeners, I know, but when they say like you open doors for possession, like Gambit is an open door for possession.
Easy.
Because he
Easy,
gives in,
100%.
like, he's literally like, I can destroy you if I touch you. It's like, touch me a well with my shit. Like,
Yeah,
touch
that's
me
what
from
I'm
the.
saying.
I want to touch you from the inside. I want to lose my power from inside of you, my shit. Like, he don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Like, he's willing to die for pussy. And
Indeed.
it's like he's base instinct dude. Like, and
Yeah.
that's where it's like, when I think of like, even Wolverine death, like it's like I know that's easy, and but
yeah.
they didn't have those, like, it didn't have those. I don't know how much of that you read, but it didn't.
Oh, yeah.
That
No,
was
no, I read all
gimmicky
that.
too. But I'm not
It's
like I
much
wasn't a
better
fan.
than Gambit.
But it's easier, yeah, because he's like, it's a job. Being death he looks at it as a job,
But
And
no, but
it's-
the whole Wolverine Horseman of Death thing was better only because it was a decent
yeah, the run,
no, but it's more so like it's more so it was a like bait and switch kind of deal.
yeah,
Which
Yeah.
was great for what they were trying to do in that moment because it's synergized with like the event for that moment, which was Secret Invasion, right?
yeah.
Nobody suspected Wolverine was the Horseman of Death because
Oh
he's the
no,
Horseman
well
of
they did that before also. In
What do you mean?
in Wolverine death in Ages of Apocalypse. One of the back in 2001.
But you mean before it happened in Secret Invasion?
Yeah. Yeah, I think like Rob Liefeld did a cover for it. It was like issue Wolverine like 57 or something in like 2001, 2002.
Oh, I don't remember that. Like,
But it was like
that?
they did an event called Ages of Apocalypse, and he was that. Yeah.
No, but Ages of Apocalypse happens after Secret Invasion.
Secret
Like, 'cause-
Invasion?
Yeah, Secret
With the
Invasion.
Skrulls?
Yeah.
When did that happened in like 2008 or something, right? I'm talking about this is like 2001. Like I was still selling comics at the convention at the time. I was like 16, 17 when this happened. Yeah.
Really?
Secret Invasion happened. I was a
But-
grown man.
But Ages of Apocalypse is like a 20th anniversary Age of Apocalypse event.
No,
right?
I'm talking about the 10th. Yeah, no, I think what you're we're probably talking about the same thing. You're mistaking. Like I'm calling it the right name. You're calling it the wrong name. Yeah.
Ages of Apocalypse?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I
listen.
mean, or eight. It might be eight. Yeah, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it was Age of Apocalypse 2 or something. It was just like these ancillary books that happened around. Like they did a Wolverine one where they brought back all the Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, that alternate Fantastic Four.
So it's
And
Age
then they
of,
did
so
one
it's
where-
Wolverine in the Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, in like 2002, 2001. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It may be called not Ages of Apocalypse. I thought it was Ages of Apocalypse because I remember it was a distinctive name compared to the original event, and it was I think like the 10th anniversary, not the 20th. You know.
Oh, okay.
So,
No. Look,
yeah.
I'm looking, and it does look like Ages of Apocalypse is in 2000,
Yeah.
and so, but that's Apocalypse. That's so you're talking about Wolverine being Death, but in the Age of Apocalypse universe.
Right. Yeah. Not in
Okay.
the main universe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where I
Okay.
saw it, and that's where I like it's different motivations, different
Yeah.
reasonings, and that I
Gotcha.
think like even from reading that, like it feels like they use that to do how they did Gambit, but it just doesn't work for Gambit,
Yeah. Look, and that very well could be the case. Like, I
because
could
that's
see
close
that.
to 97,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
They try to-
Absolute.
So that's why
It's-
when like Rough Rider asked if they do Krakoa, like it's like I think they probably will, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a watered down version, or
Yeah. And that's the thing where it's like I kind of
Like-
feel like you're
Krakoa
gonna
needs its like 3-season arc. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it needs 3, but it definitely.
Well, I need
needs,
House of X. I need I need the Death of Wolverine
Why you
I
need
need-
Death of Wolverine?
because I want it.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
You
What-
know,
what
my
I will
boy,
say is,
my boy, the Mayo.
I will say that the Krakoa era probably needs an entire season dedicated to that by itself. Like literally like the end of one season goes into Krakoa, and the entire season goes through Krakoa, and I guess maybe if you truncate it, it's maybe the fall at the end of that season. But I don't think.
I
yeah,
think they
like,
need 3 seasons. They think
you can't- 3 seasons is crazy. It's too many seasons.
I know, but that's why I'm saying don't do it. Because what I want is like leading up. Like Larry, you and I rode all the way to like Woodland Hills, talking about how this X-Men run was gonna be. We did a whole episode of a show that you were trying to create that never happened called Expletive, where you talk about.
I remember that.
And we literally just talked about the X-Men, how this Krakoa era was going to change, like right before it even happened, just what we knew
Right.
based going up to it. And then we drove back talking about it, and like I still have that in my. If you want to pay $2,000 on Patreon, like yeah, maybe you'll get it, but it's in my audio like here, still in the book in my phone, and it's like like something like Krakoa requires like a multi-season or maybe like a separate like its own cartoon, maybe its own like series. Yeah,
They probably shouldn't mess with it. Honestly, it's like there's a lot of stuff to mine in '90s X-Men, and it's like just do that because that's what X-Men is, right? It's '90s X-Men
I'll deal with Tusk a little more.
with Tusk. You said.
Yeah, you want to deal with Tusk? You want to see more of his run. Yeah.
At
We
least
could do that. Like, yeah, we could do that instead of Krakoa, sure. Maybe
mean,
do
listen,
like 3 episodes on Wild Child. Like yeah, I'm down.
I'm just saying, like, if we do Krakoa, we're literally skipping like legit 20 years of X-Men.
No, I know. There's great. You and I and my brother talked about that with Manifest Destiny and all that. Like all
And not
like,
all of that is good X-Men, but there's some good X-Men. in
No,
there.
I love that. For me, I love that run. The Mike Carey, fuck, it wasn't even. Jeff Lemire did Manifest Destiny. Mike Carey did the other run, And then I forgot who did the run in the Shi'ar, the Cosmic X-Men.
Right.
Where Vulcan, Emperor Vulcan, like it led up to Emperor Vulcan. Like I want to see Emperor Vulcan before I want to see anything in X-Men 97. Yeah.
Before you
Like
see
I need a
Krakoa, you
season
mean?
of Emperor Vulcan. Like
You don't need a whole season of.
we need 3 seasons of Emperor Vulcan.
Jesus, this fool
Yeah.
wants 3 seasons of Krakoa, 3 seasons of Emperor
Yeah,
Vulcan.
no, we
We
need no,
need 3 seasons of Dupe. Three Dupe seasons.
Oh, well, if we're going back to that X-Force run, yeah, we need a whole series dedicated for that. Don't get me started on that. Did you see the shit that Mike Allred just drew, where he drew Joey Ramone? Sheena is a punk rocker. I sent it to you. You didn't care about it. You probably never even saw it.
When did you send that to me?
Last week.
What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Joey Ramone as a punk rocker.
Yeah, he got a. So he did a whole thing, but the only reason this connects is because he drew X-Force, the one that nobody cares about, where Dupe was in. Yet, Dupe was in the series, but he drew Joey Ramone, and he called the commission Sheena is a punk rocker, and then it's a girl that's a punk rocker that Joey Ramone's in love with, but he drew her as Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, in a jungle woman suit, which I love that genre of jungle women, So
how's that relate?
Because he drew that X-Force run with Dupe.
Got it.
I literally said this is how it relates, and explained that. You weren't listening.
I just rejected it, I think.
Yeah, that's typical for this show. Yeah. Try to educate you beyond comics, and I get crucified.
Jay, why'd you like X Factor in X-Men 97?
It's more the idea of it. Like, taking these different teams and kind of spotlighting them, giving them their own issue or episodes, was what I enjoyed. Like, we get an X-Force episode, my mind fails me.
An X Factor episode.
Right, we get X Factor, we get Wolverine and
Task Force X.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Emperor Vulcan.
No Emperor Vulcan.
Your mind's failing you. Like, you want Emperor Vulcan.
But that I just thought was pretty interesting to do. Like, give us all these different teams and kind of like giving them their own episodes.
Dude, the X-Force intro was crazy. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. I skipped the intro, so I didn't see
it.
You bastard!
You're just as bad as Oz at this point.
Like, I'm gonna go get another beer.
You didn't see the X-Force intro? Oh, geez. You got to go back and watch that joint. Oh man, Moses! You made Moses leave.
No, it's just out of habit, pushing the skip intro.
No, I get it, but no, they literally did like one of those intros where instead of it was X-Men, it was X-Force. And so all the people featured were the members of X-Force. And I'm pretty sure who they were fighting, I think, was actually X Factor in the run-up.
Right.
So yeah, you should go back and just check those out because yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I probably will at some point.
Did you see the final episodes, like, after credit scene?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you see the other episodes after credit scenes?
I'm not sure if it happened organically, then I saw it.
Well, they're after credit scenes. They kind of don't happen organically. Otherwise, it would just be scenes.
By organically, I mean if Disney Plus let it play through, and didn't,
Truncated.
truncate it and go to the next episode.
So which ones did
I
you
know there's
see?
at least one scene where the Disney Plus plays the whole credits and then the after credit scene.
Which one was that?
I know that happened at least once.
Did you see that one?
Yes.
Which one was that one?
I don't remember.
You know why? Because we were supposed to talk about this last week instead of lanterns, but Larry decided we talk about lanterns. It's Larry's fault. It would have been fresh in your memory last week.
No, because it took us a while to get to X-Men 97. Even last week, like, was two or 3 weeks after the show ended.
I don't think that's true, but okay.
It's Larry's fault either way.
We'll go with it. So I will say, like, my biggest gripe with this season was literally like last episode, because, and spoilers for if you haven't seen it yet, but there's a point where you have Gambit being inhabited by Apocalypse, and I feel like there was like an opportunity for an amazing character design to happen that could be like the combination of like Gambit and Apocalypse, or whether you want to say it's an Apocalypse powered Gambit or whether it's an Apocalypse with Gambit-esque kind of features. But what they went with was basically like
Gambolips.
Yeah, basically like the straight up like half and half, which in fairness is very reminiscent of like, if this was made in like the 90s, that's exactly what I would have expected, and like would have been like, oh yeah, like what else would it have been? Right?
Well, that's the future days of future past we got, right?
I mean, I guess, but because it was made in 2026 or 2025,
In the
I was a
style
little
of
disappointed
97.
because I'm just like, it could have been a better design. It just felt a little lazy to me. And
How
so-
did you like Nomad?
Oh, no, wait. You talking about which Nomad? Captain America?
I'm talking about the real Nomad. Like,
You're talking Bucky Barnes Nomad?
no, I'm talking about real Nomad.
Who is real Nomad?
Fucking, Assassin's Guild Nomad. Like,
Oh.
the dude with the big end on his belt and everything. From the Bayou.
Listen, I don't listen. That's not a character that I care anything about.
Man, fuck you. See, that's why you don't appreciate X-Men 97 for what it truly is. We got a good Creole hero right there with with Nomad, like part of the Assassin's Guild, fighting the externals. Like, I remember when that comic came out, I bought it at 7-Eleven. I bought like 3 issues. Like they had 1, 2, and 3 right there on the stand. I bought all 3 when I was like 10 years old. I wish I would have had it with some gumbo, but I didn't, because I live in LA. But yeah, I saw Nomad animated, like finally, like somebody brings fucking Nomad, and they had it in the season.
Who is looking for Nomad?
Me, motherfucker. Sorry, motherfucker.
Like, are you
not
talking about?
brotherfucker.
Are you talking about like? Wait, so the dude, like, the dude in the Assassin's Guild was supposed to be the actual like Nomad, like from the comics?
I mean, he had the jacket and the glasses. And he had a big belt buckle. So for me, that's Nomad. I think Bo Nemeo did that for me.
Okay, listen, I don't think I even realized that was who that was supposed to be.
The real Nomad.
I'm not mad at it,
Yeah.
but it makes sense that you would like Nomad like that.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, what, like, I mean, you know what I like. I mean, I'll talk about.
true.
I spent 10 minutes talking about Troll. I don't even like Troll like that, but I respect Troll. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
It's
so
so funny 'cause-
I love me some Nomad.
look how many. You see how many iterations of Nomad we had to go through. Like it's so. Look, in my mind I was like, is he talking about?
That's not my
friggin'
fault. That's their fault.
Rob Liefeld,
Yeah,
friggin' that female Bucky Barnes.
it's not my
costume?
fault. It's their fault.
Ricky Barnes.
Right. I was like, dude, like Nomad? That's what he was talking about?
Hell no. Assassin's Guild dude.
Got it. Got it.
Like he had
Okay.
a whole series. Like
He did.
I
In the
remember
90s.
I remember when we were doing the show from your house, and you know, Jay was like, "We're gonna read Nomad today," and then he gave me the book. He's like, "This ain't Nomad," you know. My Nomad has long hair. It comes from the Bayou, and he's part of the Assassin Guild.
Look, the funny part is I don't even know if I realized that Nomad was actually part of the Assassin's Guild beforehand.
He might have been a Thief's Guild, but it's a Gambit thing. It came from the Gambit's miniseries in the
I
90s.
didn't even realize that.
And it spun off, and then they had a Nomad book, and I bought all three of those motherfuckers as soon as I saw
That's
it.
hilarious.
It was a
You
bad
bought all three.
Yeah,
all
it was
three
a
of those
bad
books.
motherfucker jumping out. Like, it literally the same cover. You remember that cover for Gambit #1 where he's like, you know?
Yeah.
It was exactly that, but with Nomad, like jumping out the bayou in a leather jacket and some jeans and some, you know, motorcycle boots, kicking ass. You know,
'Cause that's what the Thieves Guild did. They wore those
I'm like, it's like watching Roadhouse, but reading it in comics. Yeah,
That doesn't sound good.
dude, it was amazing. He kicked a bunch of ass. Yeah.
There it is.
I love like
All right.
again. This is why I love it. You know?
Let's
But I
rate
got to see that in X-Men '97
Indeed.
season 2.
Let's go ahead and rate it, and we'll move on. Jay, what would you rate X-Men '97 season 2?
I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I had a really good time watching it.
There it is. Moses Magnum, what would you rate it?
I'm sorry about the mail, but it's a 5 out of 5. I loved every single second of it.
There it
The
is.
shit made me like cry, made me laugh, made me love. Like you know, it's you know. I don't think season 3 can. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna give a fuck, but right now I give a fuck. It's enough to keep me breathing.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Friggin', we didn't even get the chance to talk about the scene of Nightcrawler beating the hell out of everybody.
Dude,
like Nightcrawler basically took the whole team by himself.
On True Social, they were talking shit about, oh, you can't have these, and you know, because Nightcrawler did some Christian shit in the older episodes of, and it's like you can't. It's like, did you not watch these fucking last episodes where he's talking about forgiveness and Christianity and shit? And it's like True Social people like literally are only watching like the 94 episodes, not the 97 episodes. So they're
Really?
they're like, you know, because it was trending, so they post the old videos like, you can't have a Christian character like this anymore. It's like, dude, like he literally did that last episode. Yeah, and I mean the Wolverine episode was so good. Fucking the Rogue episode, like, and they had the Celestials like right.
Yeah.
Like not even MCU had the Celestials right. Like they did essentially like the Neil Gaiman like Dreaming Celestial kind of thing in one for like 10 seconds, you know, without the Eternals. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like, how can I not give it a 5 out of 5? You know,
There it
it's
is.
everything I like in comics in condensed in cartoon. You know,
Oz, what would you rate the review?
I mean, I'm gonna watch the show.
oh, good. Thank you. Yeah.
Because of Fantastic Forum, we get it.
Once Lanterns is over.
Right.
Maybe.
That's
There it
his
is.
Catholic guilt. Like he needs to be flogged before he can enjoy any pleasure.
All right, let's talk about My Adventures of Superman.
Before we do that, can I give a little? It's a non-sponsored thank you to the good people at Anheuser-Busch. They gave me
For
a
what?
24-pack of Elysian Jacktail Hazy IPA.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. you good people, the good Japanese people that own Anheuser-Busch.
I can't drink this and still show the label. It's like on the side.
That's fair.
Stupid cans.
That works.
I
Anyway,
cannot.
Oz, let's talk about My Adventures of Superman, man.
He didn't
Or
watch
My
that
Adventures
either.
with Superman. No, you watched that, right, Oz?
Yeah, I enjoyed that so much. I like texted you guys, and I don't ever talk to you guys.
It's true.
Well, we were at Comic-Con and he was recounting one of the episodes, and it wasn't even finished yet. It was like the third episode of like season 3, and he's like crying. Like, not he wasn't crying. He told me he cried. Sorry, I missaid it, but I'm like, oh man, I was so mad because, you know, apparently I did watch season 2, so I knew where, you know, I thought I didn't, but I did. And did they take too long in between seasons? Is that, or is it me just feeling it like it took too long?
It's just you feeling it.
No, I think it's both. They took less time than X-Men did, but it's forever.
I mean, isn't it like literally like a year, maybe a few months for?
If it's over a week, it's too long.
I mean, I want to, and I think the second season I might have watched in a binge, and then that's why the third one like. But yeah, this third one was so good, and
I mean,
Oz at Comic-Con like telling me about it. Like I was like, he's like, I cried, and then we all talked about it a little bit. I know Larry likes to act like.
Yeah, but Lawrence has no emotions.
Yeah, or memory.
Everyone knows this about me. Emotionless Lawrence. So what moved you in this season of My Adventures with Superman, Oz?
Dude, I think I told you guys. James Gunn should have hired the writers that are doing the animated stuff, because this Supergirl is fucking amazing. Like the writers figured out a way for Supergirl to basically say, "Fuck this planet, I don't give a shit about them," but in a way that like she's still a good person. Like I still like her, and that's in her conversation with Superboy, and it pisses me off because it's so well written, but it bugs me that the characters aren't how I think they should be. Like I had the same problem with Lois and Superman or whatever the name of that show was.
Superman and Lois?
Yeah, the recent one.
Lois and Clark.
No, it's not Lois and Clark, is it?
Because like in My Adventures with Superman, technically he is Superboy, but then they give him the leather jacket. I'm like, that's not really supposed to be Superboy, but I guess.
Now, when you say it's not really supposed to be Superboy,
it's not
when
Connor.
you say that, got you. Okay.
Which is what I expected, and they give him the jacket and all that, but it's not Connor. But you know, they made it work because they're good writers.
Right.
So
okay.
yeah, little things like that would normally
Like they literally
piss me off, but I kind of like just let it slide because it was so well written.
That's fair. What were you gonna say, Mo?
They did like Days of Future Past, where it's like Cable coming back, but for Lois and Superman. You know what I mean? Like, and then he goes back, and then a different. So not only they did like Cable coming back, they did like fucking Nate Gray coming back. You know, or vice versa. You know, if you want to get nitpicky, it's vice versa. You know. They even did like it's almost like you might have had that young Nate Gray from Krakoa era too. like it could be a mixture of that too. Like, and for me, it's all just Trunks. You know, they did the Cell Saga.
Trunks.
They did the Cell Saga with Eradicator, so it's literally like Trunks coming back in two timelines, and fighting with Trunks, and then like fighting Cell, and then it turned like. Cell's the Eradicator, and then it turned into Perfect Cell, and it became like Doomsday with the Eradicator mixed. It was so good, and then, dude, and then the way they handled like Bizarro, like I love fucking Bizarro. Like to me, he's like a tragic character. Like he's a abomination. Like, he shouldn't be, you know. And Superman always finds a way for him. Like he shows him mercy, but here he actually like there's like the mercy pays off, you know. And it becomes like basically like the Z fighters fighting, perfect cell together. Like, yeah, it's like this is definitely like, if you love Dragon Ball Z and you love fucking Superman, this is literally like, everybody always says like, who could beat each other, Superman or Goku? This is literally if they fuck and make a kid together, and this is the universe you get, and I love it. Like, I want to see, like, the only thing that can make this better if it's Akira Toriyama drew it, and R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. I do the only one of the few people I do the sign of the cross for. Rest in peace. But yeah, like if you would have drawn this, like that's the only thing that can make it any better. Yeah.
It's interesting because I would have assumed that you were like very much against handsome ass Bizarro.
Well, he's handsome as, but he looks like Superman, but he's he's damaged. Like, he's not, I mean, his proportions are all off. He's not really handsome. Yeah, I would like my traditional Bizarro is I mean, if you perceive him as handsome, good for you. I did not perceive him as handsome. Yeah.
Well,
like he's damaged. Like, he doesn't look. Yeah, he's got the emo ugly hair. Yeah, no, he's not ugly, but and the thing is, he doesn't even talk like backwards either.
Right,
but
right.
It's
These
more
are all
about,
the things that you like about Bizarro.
Well, no, those are aspects of him that I do enjoy, but the reality is like he still has a desire to be a hero. He's just confused, and it's literally like if a Kryptonian came to Earth and had the power, but he's like mentally, Down syndrome, or, and that, I think that's how they took it here, where he could still help. He could still, if somebody would just give him a chance, And I really liked how they handled Bizarro in that sense, because that's kind of how I've always seen Bizarro, in a sense. Like, it's not his fault that he had his circumstance. He was born that way, but who's the person that's gonna like take care of him and actually guide him? Here, they're actually finally guiding him. In the comics and stuff, they don't, And fuck, the comics we reviewed, like, I don't know, like 100 and, what was it, like, no, not 100, like about 67 episodes ago, where he had the magic, where he used magic instead, because for him it powers him. So he got the power of Shazam instead, and then he became a villain more, because nobody really, like, he was just abandoned onto a world. In this series, he wasn't. Superman actually chose to take care of him in a way, like almost like his brother that, he needs to look out for, and it pays off in the end, I love that. Like, having, the reason somebody called me during the show, people know me not to call, but it's my brother that I have to look out for. So, mi hermano enfermito, like, and that's what I really like, sorry, I know you have a brother like that too, but it's that's the thing. It's like the way they handled Bizarro here wasn't like a damaged person they got to get rid of, and in the comics that's what they do. Here, it's like Superman took accountability for him because it's his DNA, even though it was not his fault that he's around, but he's looking out for him, and it pays off.
What did you think, Jay, of this season?
Oh, I liked the season. It was pretty good. I mean, there's like a few episodes. Are we doing spoilers?
Might as well.
Sure, yeah, we can do some spoilers.
Yeah, the episodes where Superman loses his powers, they kind of drag.
I mean, it's like half the season.
Yeah.
See, but I like that because they figured out how to do the death of Superman without killing anybody, because it's a kid's show.
It's true. It's true. And that is actually like, it's good writing. I would agree with that.
I don't know. I feel like Kara could have just taken him up to the sun and been like, get your powers back.
Just be like literally like Simba moment, but with
Right.
the sun. There it is. But doesn't he like suffocate before he gets to the sun?
No, you don't have to
doesn't-
go that far.
If he doesn't have powers?
Yeah. You can't just take him into space, but
Because
maybe.
otherwise, he could just like go to the beach and get a suntan and get powers.
No,
So he
no
needs to
sunscreen.
break. Maybe he needs to break the atmosphere, and then he can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, I thought those episodes dragged,
Got you. Got you.
or that aspect of the show kind of dragged to me.
Okay. And listen, I can understand that where it's like
Maybe
it's
like as an
interesting.
arc kind of thing, like not
Like,
the actual episodes, but like as an arc.
if there was any tension about him coming back, I think that would be one thing. But realistically, it's just me waiting on him to get his powers back and hearing him whine about it.
And when
Like,
and when
at
you
least
say
when he died in
tension,
the comics, he wasn't whining about being dead.
and when you say tension, you're basically like if there was some part of you that actually felt like they might literally depower him for any significant amount of time.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, okay. You're just saying like, but we know he's gonna get his powers back, so what are we
Yeah.
dragging this out for?
Right.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like there was something specific about the show I was gonna ask you about, but oh, you know what it was is like, how do you feel about like the anime influence in regards to this season?
Um, it was fine. Um, yeah.
I mean, he used tactile telekinesis, which I know you've always been a proponent.
Yeah, I was it's it's an interesting choice. And it's one that I don't dislike. I don't Yeah, it's one I don't dislike.
Okay.
Like, I know there's a scene, and I might be getting my seasons mixed up. I had to binge season 2 to catch up on season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but where he talks about how when people are in danger, he just gets stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's fine. Like, it's anime-ish, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Rough Rider 86 says they even made Electric Blue Superman kind of cool, and that's kind of where they did like the tactile telekinesis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, no, they definitely like alluded to it, which is it's really interesting just because, and it's funny because it's like you have this happening kind of similar to the same time as X-Men 97, and it's like okay, so it's like Superman doing like the 90s thing as well, and you have like your Superboy, you have your which the only part that kind of messed that I was like sad about was I was like we had Superboy, we had friggin' Cyborg Superman, we have friggin' the Eradicator, but no Steel. Where's Steel?
He made a cameo.
I mean,
He
just
came out in
barely,
season
right?
2, right?
Well, yeah, he was in season 2,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, if we're gonna do Reign of the Superman stuff, you need like I'm just saying like if he
Well,
was in
even
one episode, that would have been enough. I'm not
yeah,
saying feature him like heavily. I'm just saying it feels weird to me that we did this thing and it's like it's obviously a homage to Reign of the Superman,
yeah.
but we left out Steel. Like, how you don't do that? That's crazy.
We didn't have enough time. If it was 24 episodes, like these things
No,
should
no, no. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I didn't have enough time. Sure, we
ran
didn't
out
have
of
enough
time.
time. We ran out of time.
And
And
that's
so I'm
one of
just
the
like, yeah.
things like when I was talking about like how like they do things a little differently even though it's things we know, and it's like I got to give a shout out to Marguerite Bennett. Like she wrote the book that we reviewed here, Animosity, but the reason I hate comicsketchart.com, the reason I own the domain fuckcomicsketchart.com is because of her, because I wanted her to sign my book and she wasn't there. That's a whole other story. You gotta go back to like our 85th episode past 2003. Yeah. But yeah, like she wrote that like first episode where Superboy came in, and having Superboy do that like Trunks thing was really cool. Like, and I've always, since season 1, I've always said it's like, this is like Superman for Dragon Ball Z fans. Like, if you love Superman and you love Dragon Ball Z, you're gonna love this. And it hasn't disappointed across 3 seasons, you know. And even the way they handle like Brainiac and Supergirl, like that was like how I said, like it's like if James Gunn would just do that, like it's be better. Like I love the Supergirl movie. I understand its faults. It's you know, they're trying to go with literary philosophy. So that's like, she's like fucking, the Supergirl movie is like Dostoevsky. Spider-Man, the newest one, with Brand New Day, is like Kafka, you know? So, yeah.
Okay.
Why are you laughing like that? Like, you don't read?
I read.
Me neither. Yeah. But yeah, but that's one of the things where it's like this, like the way they handle Supergirl here, like this future, like Trunks, Cable, whatever you want to call it, coming back, changes how she looks at her role in protecting the world, and changes the possible future too. And that's like, those are like some really cool, like high concepts. Like this show is like a sci-fi anime, you know, now, you know, and yeah, it's so good. Like dude, I'm not gonna lie, like I cried like a fucking bitch when he started calling, "You're my mother," because you raised me, not Lois. Lois was dead, you know. And I'm like, fuck. As an uncle myself, worried about how my brothers raise their kids. I like, fuck, this hitting me right in the nuts of my heart, you know.
Not the nuts of your heart.
That's the only place it hurts, you know, because I'm a troll. I'm a rabid Wolverine.
There it is. Everyone knows this about Moses.
And a Sasquatch and a puck.
Oh my god. So,
the only wounds I can't heal from are the ones that are in my heart.
Oz, like, all in all, how do you feel about this show? Like, is it worth watching? Would you recommend it to a fan of the comics or a fan of Superman?
Yeah, I hate how much I enjoy it.
Why do you hate it?
Because it's good.
Yeah, because it's not like the comics, but it's still good.
Right.
Well, that's why when you watch this and you hear Larry talk about Lantern, like, it's still a good show. Like, man, fuck you, bitch. Like, this is good. This is what's good. Not Lanterns.
I'm literally saying the same thing that Oz just said.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
How am I wrong?
Because you're talking about Lantern sucks.
My Adventure with Superman does a lot of things that would annoy me about an adaptation, but it's so well done that I can ignore all of it.
And it doesn't lose the spirit of the character. That Hal Jordan is not Hal Jordan.
I don't disagree with you. I guess that's what I'm saying. So it makes
it not a good show. Like, if it's a show about Hal Jordan, and he's not Hal Jordan, it's not a good show.
Well, but I guess what I'm arguing is that Oz is saying it's not like the comics, but it is like the comics.
It's not like the comics, but it's a good Superman show.
Because Superman acts like Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said from the beginning.
No, you didn't. You didn't say that part. You said it's not like the comics, which may make you.
I mean, character-wise, like I said, Superboy should have been Connor, but it wasn't. The only thing that I haven't been able to get over about the show is the stupid Jimmy Flamebird stuff.
Why? What's wrong with Jimmy Flamebird?
I just hate that he's using the name. I hate that they try to make Jimmy this cool guy.
But
he's not really cool though.
That's the beauty
wasn't he a
of it.
millionaire after like season 2?
Like he literally has he has the Spawn
That doesn't
countdown.
make you cool.
Like he literally has a
Mark Zuckerberg's not cool. He's just rich.
He has the countdown like Spawn, where like each episode he's losing money,
Right.
and he's losing it for the cause too, because he's helping his friend. So he can he's like I don't know I know Oz, you live out there in the boonies, but like there's people like that could be your friends that are millionaires one day in crypto, and then the next day they're like borrowing money from you. You know, like he's that dude. But he's not like I hate those guys. I don't hate Jimmy Flamebird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry,
Plus,
I know
I-
you know some of those people too.
Yeah, 100%.
Plus, I don't like him using the Flamebird name.
That's hilarious.
Now without
But
getting
that's
stuck in
giving-
Candor for a while.
Well, but that's the thing. That's how they're giving you a nod. Like they know,
right.
You know.
Oz is like, I don't take it as the Easter egg it was meant to be. He's like, I take it as an insult.
No, he's like, I don't believe in Easter, even though I believe in God, and God doesn't hatch eggs. You know. He's like Jesus don't have no eggs. You know. Hexzilla in chat says, "Give me My Adventures of Superman crossover with My Hero Academia." I think anybody in My Hero Academia could be anybody in comics. Like, no question.
That's crazy talk.
Maybe like Invincible, like that would be like All Might and Invincible. But
come on, they're like, I don't think anybody in My Hero Academia could beat like Silver Surfer.
yeah, but they're not on Earth. Like when all that happens,
They
you
couldn't
know?
beat Jean Grey.
Jean Grey sucks. She's dead half the time.
I mean, but when she's alive,
Yeah,
nobody
but if they cross over, she might be dead half the time. You flip a coin. Maybe she's there. Maybe she
flip a
ain't.
coin.
Yeah.
Coin. That's how you feel. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, a Squadron Supreme, like Molecule Man. But, I mean, Molecule Man, like, disappears in, like, you remember that, like, that assault on Asgard? Like, he was just in a bucket. He hid in a bucket, like, a pile of water in a bucket, like, in a gas station, So it's not like he's going to step up,
Yeah. But My Hero Academia characters are strong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they can take a lot of comic book characters. I agree with you.
And their powers are more creative than American comic books, so they could do different things. Like just the dude that turns into grapes, like,
That's funny. Okay. All right.
Like they should have Predator versus My Hero Academia. Like that's what I want to see. Like
That's
Predator
wild.
be butt fucked by like Horiyama or whatever the dude is. The dude that shoves grenades up. He's like, he'll shove a grenade up his ass. Or the dude that's half ice, half fire. Like that dude will fuck him up. Dude, I want to see that. Dude. Okay. Long Beach Comic Con's coming up next week. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay somebody to draw a white cover for me. My Hero Academia versus Predator.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. Let's do some ratings, I guess, does anybody have anything else they want to say about My Adventures with Superman before we dip out? Because I mean, there's more we could definitely talk about. We're kind of running short on time, but is there anything anybody else wants to say?
Jay says yes. He has a lot to say. He says
No.
he's got like
Let's
30
say that.
minutes dissertation.
He's like, just put the camera on me. He's like, I'm ready to go.
He literally said, like, please go to me. I have 30 minutes more of a dissertation. Go, Jay.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
There it
ready
is.
to rate.
All right. Let's go ahead and rate this joint. Jay, what would you rate My Adventures with Superman season 3? I'm sorry.
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's a good show. Um, I should probably watch it more.
That's fair.
Well,
That
you
look, there it
finished
is.
it already.
Yeah, but I only did it for the show. Like, I was literally only 3 episodes into season 2 when you were like, let's talk about it on the show. So I was like, I had to just binge everything.
Where were you when we were at Comic-Con talking about it all drunk and shit? Like, with us.
Um, I don't know. Was I there with you?
No, but I just, where were you, like, in the show? Because I
Oh,
know he brought it up,
yeah.
like, after a fourth beer or something. He's like, dude, did you watch that new season? I'm like, no, I'm
Oh,
late. And yeah.
yeah. That was me 3 episodes into season 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gauging to see next time I suggest something, how much time I should give you guys.
Oscar, what would you rate My Adventures with Superman season 3?
Oh, obviously 5.
There it is. There it is. Okay, cool. Moses Magnum, what would you
From
rate My Adventures with Superman?
For me, it's a 5. Like, this is like, it's better than some of the comics I've read. You know, like, this is like, I really enjoy it. I love it. Hexilin Chat says, I love My Adventures with Superman. So he knows what's up, you know. He's the one that kind of suggested like the third season a couple episodes back, and he's like, you guys been watching? I'm like, no. So that's what made me start watching it. Yeah. So it's like, I know it's something I liked, you know. It's not like Batman was the other Batman one where it's like I forgot I even
Hey,
watched the
Crusader?
first season. Yeah. I forgot I watched the first season altogether, and I still enjoyed the second season. And yeah. And then my friend Lloyd asked me like if I watched the Ninth Jedi. I'm like, not yet. I haven't even responded to him. I'll respond after.
All right. As for myself, I would give it a 4.5. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was very cool. There's definitely aspects of it that, like, I was just like, man, it's just a fun show, and I love that, like, how it's very happy to do its own thing, but at the same time, like, it like pays homage to like stuff from the books as well. So yeah, I can't be mad at it. So, all right, let's do some final thoughts and let's get out of here, good people. All right, Jay, final thoughts.
Rest in peace to Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. Y'all will be missed.
Amen. Amen. Oscor, final thoughts.
Sinestro is supposedly going to be in the next Lanterns episode.
Supposedly,
Great.
allegedly.
Great.
Yay.
There it is. Okay. Most Magnum, final thoughts.
Echoing Jay's statement, only the good night die young, you know. There's so many other people that should die instead of them, but they have to go. Other than that, like, subscribe, like, hit the bell. There might be some comics you never thought existed that'll be reviewed in the next week or so. So subscribe, like, hit the bell, and make sure you get to see those.
For the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see more of. We'll listen. Until then, we're the Fantastic Forum. Have a good night.